Hola, mi amigos. Today, we need to have a conversation on what we need to do with our hands at the top of the golf swing. This is a thing that I see every single day that gets amateur golfers into a lot of trouble. Let's start the discussion with understanding what people are trying to do and the differences between the two. So one of the biggest things that we kind of get into, what I see, is players have this idea that they need to get their hands as high as they can. Okay, so what I see a lot of times is the straight lifting of their hands up in the air. And then problem is they get a little bit confused on why they continue to hit a slice or a pull. And mainly because when your hands are that high, unless your shoulder can literally rotate this direction, you're probably going to pull it or get a slice, kind of depending on where the club face is. This is where most players get in trouble because they look at tour pros and they go, look, their hands are a little bit higher. What they don't understand is how the hands get up there. Yeah, there are a few guys who like to lift their hands up in the air. Same goes on every tour you see, LPGA and Champions Tour. But with the majority of them, their hands are going higher, not because of the fact that they're actually lifting, but it's because the fact is when they turn, their body is staying at a tilted angle. So instead of the straight lift, what we see with a lot of good players is as they rotate their body, they're getting their lead shoulder and their lead knee to bend and point down. This creates that posture that we see good players have, and it allows that lead shoulder to point towards the ground. Extremely important, because no matter how much I try to make my arms go around my body, if my lead knee is bending, if my lead shoulder is pointing towards the ground and I'm staying in posture, my hands are going to go up. The more I tilt, the higher my hands look like they're going. The less I tilt, the more flat, as some people would say, it looks like my hands are. We don't see this with very good players. There's always a tilt in their body. Their hands are generally going anywhere from here to here around their body. We don't get that lift that you see. This is where players get into a lot of trouble. So what I prescribe is learning first, getting that knee flex to change. Lead knee and trail knee, right? We get from the setup, we get that lead knee to bend, we get that trail knee to extend, kind of helping our pelvis turn and getting rotation. And then we start working on getting that lead shoulder to come downward. All of this combined helps me rotate. It actually helps me stay in posture this way that it actually allows my hands to go where they're supposed to without me trying to get this artificial lift. One of the things that I like to do is get a simple noodle, simple alignment stick, and stick it in the ground like this. And we get players to make sure that they're trying to stay underneath that with their shoulder line. Right? You can put this higher, you can put this lower, it's all at your comfort. You just want to try to see if your shoulders can get to that line as your hands are moving around your body. So we take away the lift and pull, and we go more into the turn and tilt. Puts my hand in a good spot, allows me to hit a good shot. We start getting you away from the tilting, getting you away from the actual lifting, get you to start tilting and turning so your hands get better. You're going to play better golf. You're going to hit better shots. And we get away from this I need to lift my hands thought that a lot of amateurs get into. Hopefully this helps you play better golf. We'll talk soon.